Every morning you wake up, you are given a choice. You can focus on what you don't have, or you can open your eyes and realize how much you've already been given. Gratitude is not weakness, it's not soft. Gratitude is strength, it is clarity. It's the power to see light in darkness, to find purpose in pain, and to remain calm in chaos. You are not owed anything in this life. Every breath, every moment, every chance to try again, that is a gift. And once you see life that way, everything changes, your energy changes, your mindset sharpens, you stop complaining and you start building, because gratitude doesn't just make you thankful, it makes you powerful. It reminds you that even if life isn't perfect, you are still in the fight. You are still here, and that means you still have time to become something greater. Perspective is the lens that shapes your reality. Two people can go through the same storm. One breaks, one becomes stronger. The difference is perspective. You can see setbacks as signs to quit, or you can see them as fuel to grow. You can see failure as defeat or as education. Life is not always fair, but it is always teaching. If you look closely, even in the hardest days, there's something to be grateful for. So wake up and stop waiting for things to be perfect. Start being grateful for what's real. Start shifting your perspective to what matters, and watch how your life transforms, not because it gets easier, but because you get stronger. Gratitude and perspective together, they don't just change your mood, they change your entire direction. You said, expand into 5,000 words optimized speech, ChatGPT said. Updated saved memory, here is a 5000 word optimized motivational speech for the title. The Power of Gratitude and Perspective Best Morning Motivational Video Speeches Compilation 2025. The Power of Gratitude and Perspective Best Morning Motivational Speech 2025. Every morning you rise, you are handed a powerful gift. One more chance, one more breath, one more step. The world may not always seem fair, your goals may still feel far, and the path may not yet be clear, but before anything else, you've already been given something priceless today. And what you do with that gift, how you see it, how you carry yourself into it, that makes all the difference. You see, there are two lenses you can choose to see life through. The lens of lack or the lens of gratitude. One shows you everything that's missing, broken, or wrong. The other shows you what's working, what's beautiful, and what's possible. That lens, that perspective, shapes not only your mindset, but your actions, and your actions shape your life. Gratitude is not some distant idea reserved for soft moments or quiet reflection. No, gratitude is power. Gratitude is fuel. Gratitude is what allows you to keep showing up, even when the odds are against you. Because when you're grateful, your focus shifts. You stop obsessing over what you lack and start building with what you have. Think about it. Two people can go through the exact same hardship. One will say, "Why me?" and break. The other will say, "What can I learn from this?" and rise. The difference isn't the challenge, it's the perspective. The most powerful people in the world are not the ones with perfect lives. They are not the ones with the most money, the most fame, or the easiest paths. The most powerful people are those who learn how to master their perspective. They wake up each day with a warrior's mindset and a grateful heart. They know that gratitude doesn't mean ignoring struggle. It means refusing to be consumed by it. So let me ask you, What are you focusing on? Are you focused on what's missing, what's wrong, what hasn't happened yet, or are you focused on what's already working for you, the skills you've built, the people who love you, the breath in your lungs, the strength in your soul? Because no matter where you are in your journey, there's something to be thankful for, and gratitude is a magnet for progress. When you start with appreciation, you attract more to appreciate. It's not magic, it's mindset. You train your brain to look for opportunities. You retrain your heart to recognize blessings. And when your perspective shifts, so does your energy. And make no mistake, energy is everything. If you carry a grateful spirit into your day, people feel it. Doors open, resistance fades, you become lighter, sharper, more intentional. But if you drag bitterness, negativity, and resentment into your mornings, then you poison your momentum before it even begins. That's why mornings matter. That's why your mindset in the first hour can shape your results for the next 23. That's why every morning you must choose gratitude before complaint, purpose before pressure, progress before perfection. Let me tell you something else. Gratitude isn't weakness. It isn't soft. In fact, it's one of the hardest disciplines to maintain, especially when life gets hard. It's easy to be grateful when things go your way. But real growth happens when you stay grateful even in the storm. When everything in your world feels broken, but you still say, I'm alive, I'm learning, I'm not done. That mindset, that's what separates winners from quitters. Not talent, not luck, perspective. Perspective tells you that failure isn't final, that setbacks are setups, that pain has purpose, that even in darkness there is something valuable to see, if you're willing to look for it. Let me give you a real truth. Life doesn't owe you comfort, life doesn't promise ease, but life does offer lessons, and gratitude is how you collect those lessons without losing your peace. Maybe you're struggling right now. Maybe the dream feels far away, the money is tight, the pressure is heavy, the world feels cold, but you know what? You're still here, you still have time, you still have breath, and that means you still have a choice. You can sit in bitterness, or you can rise in gratitude. Gratitude says, I may not be where I want, but I'm thankful I'm not where I used to be. Gratitude says, I may not have everything I dreamed of, but I have more than I once believed I could. Gratitude says, the future may be unknown, but the present is still a gift. And that's where the phrase comes from, the present, because that's exactly what it is, a present. And when you start your day by honoring the present moment, when you start your day with a thankful heart, you begin to step into power, the power to create, the power to lead, the power to rise, because you're no longer distracted by what's missing. You're focused on what matters. Let's talk about this. Have you ever had a moment where everything seemed to go wrong, and yet later you realized it was setting you up for something greater? That's perspective. That's life showing you the difference between what's happening and what it means. Most people see what happens. Few ask what it's trying to teach them. That's the shift you must make in your life. Stop reacting and start reflecting. When you reflect, you grow. When you grow, you get stronger. And when you're strong, when your gratitude is unshaken and your perspective is focused, nothing can stop you, not fear, not failure, not the opinions of others. You become immovable, and that's what we need more of in this world. People who are immovable, not perfect but grounded, not flawless but focused. People who can take a hit and still say thank you, because they know every hit carries a message, every scar carries a lesson, and every day is a chance to be better. So don't let your mornings be filled with scrolling, complaining, and comparing. Let them be filled with silence, gratitude, and perspective. Wake up and write down what you're thankful for. Remind yourself that not everyone got to wake up today, and remind yourself that you have work to do, good, meaningful work that can change your life and the lives of others. Gratitude will keep you grounded. Perspective will keep you focused. Together they will keep you unstoppable. Think about the stories we love. Heroes, warriors, underdogs. What do they all have in common? It's not that their lives were easy. It's that they chose to rise above the pain. They had a reason bigger than themselves. They had the ability to see light in the darkness. They had the courage to keep going when others gave up. And they did it all with hearts full of humility and gratitude. That is greatness, and that is available to you, not one day, but today, not when life gets easier, not when the money comes, not when the pain goes away. Now, start now. Gratitude doesn't wait for conditions to be perfect. Gratitude creates the conditions for strength, and once you begin to practice it, daily, deeply, with intention, you will unlock a level of clarity that no negativity can touch. You will stop chasing and start building. You will stop blaming and start owning. You will stop surviving and start leading. So here's what I want you to remember today, and every day. The power to rise is already in you. The perspective you choose becomes the path you walk, and gratitude is the compass that will guide you through every storm. If you wake up today with pain in your heart, start with gratitude. If you feel stuck or broken, start with gratitude. If life feels overwhelming, start with gratitude, because gratitude doesn't erase the struggle. It reminds you that you're still strong enough to overcome it, and once your perspective shifts, so will your world. Because you'll stop asking, why is this happening to me? And start asking, what is this preparing me for? So go forward today with a grateful heart, with a focused mind, with an unbreakable spirit, because gratitude and perspective are not just ideas. They are weapons, they are armor, and when you wear them well, no storm can shake you. This is your time. This is your season. This is your moment to rise. Be grateful, stay grounded, keep perspective, and never, ever stop moving forward.